Is that better? You guys can see me? It seems a little choppy still. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, if it gets choppy, just let me know. Speak up. My Wi-Fi's been a little on and off this week, so hopefully it's not too bad. Otherwise, why don't we get started? So we'll just start with a quick warm-up like normal. So jumpy jacks. Forward and back. You may arm circles forward and back. Across your body. Legs apart wide, stretching forwards. Try to keep your back straight. Get that nice stretch in the back of the legs. And up, pushing the hips forward. Good, arm across. And switch. Arm over the top. And switch. Switch again. And reach down to the ankle. And then switch over to the top and reach down to the ankle. Good. And then half hurdle. Switch. Try to get both feet pointed in the same direction. Stretching the ankle, the hip. Switch sides. And feet together, stretching forwards. And squat down. And up. And down. And up. And shake it all out. Good. And yoi. Left hand out, just starting with our basics like normal. So we'll just do punching, blocking, and then the kicks. Just nice and easy, warming up the arms, shoulders, the hips. The Shokosuki straight punch, ich, knee, sam, shi, go, broke, sich, hach, ku, ju. Hakyuki, rising block, ich, knee, sam, shi, go, broke, sich, hach, ku, ju. Soto uki, stomach block, ich, knee, sam, shi, go, broke, sich, hach, ku, ju. Uchi uki, inside out block, knee, sam, shi, go, broke, sich, hach, ku, ju. Kitambarai, down block, ich, knee, sam, shi, go, sich, hach, ku, ju. Good, and then feet together. We'll just start with the kicks. Nice and easy, gait on level. Just getting the legs, hamstrings, everything warmed up. Starting with my Gary, ready? Sun, chi, go, broke, sich, hach, ku, ju. Yokogiri to the side, same thing, right? Boom, just down level already. Itch. Alternating legs, knee, some, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju. We'll go into a T stance, Mawashigiri. We'll do 5 on each leg, ready, ich, knee, sun, shi, go, switch legs, ready, ich, knee, sun, shi, go, good, and then Ushirogiri, just kicking straight back, ready, ich, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju, and you may, and now say, okay, grab a quick drink and then we'll jump into the Kihon. All right. Video still coming in okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay, good. Looks choppy on my end, so if you guys are good, then we'll continue. Cool. All right, so we'll do punching techniques first, and then we'll do some kicking techniques for the EQ exam, and then we'll do kata. Good. So, Yoi, left leg forward, down walk, Kamae stance. Okay, coming forward. So we did this way back on the first online session. Sorry, I wanted to change it. So I was going to do Yakuzuki, Kazamazuki, Yakuzuki. I'm actually going to change this. So we're going to do Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, right? Really want to work on that hip motion, right? Getting the hips moving is important for all the techniques, right? So we're going to come Yakuzuki. You want to get the hips in, step forwards, boom, Yakuzuki, right? So we'll slow to start, and I want to emphasize both ways so you can see, get the feeling, right? So first one, I want you to keep the heel down, right? Sensei Sean's been talking about this, keeping that heel down, right, to get the power. So we're going to do this first, just nice and slow. I want you to feel a little bit of the restriction that you've got here as you based on your flexibility, right? So starting from Kamae, back heel down, step, Yakuzuki. I can't even get my hips fully in the way, but that's okay. So go a little bit shorter until you can get the hips in, right? Now you're gonna step forward, you come in and out. Same thing, heel down, boom, Yakuzuki. And then Kamae. Slide back if you need to. Same thing, so we'll do the opposite leg now. Heel down to start. Ready? Yakuzuki. Heel down. Yakuzuki. Recover. Slide back. Continue just one on each side. Yakuzuki. Still heel down. Yakuzuki. Recover. And last one, Yakuzuki, step forwards, Yakuzuki, and recover. Good. Okay. So you should feel some nice power, a little bit of stability, but for me, I feel like I can't go as far, right? So I can't really reach in, otherwise I can't get my hip in. It's hard to get a lot more distance, right? So if you want a little bit more distance, a little bit more of the hip action, if your hips are tight like mine, we're gonna go with the heel up approach, right? So with the heel up, it doesn't mean that I have no weight here, right? I'm driving down and I'm pushing into my opponent this way, right? So you're still driving, just a different feeling, right? So let's do this 2 times on each side just to get a different feeling for this technique, right? So as you step, well, actually, let me turn sideways so you can see. You're gonna step, the heel's gonna come up. You're gonna be driving forwards. This should allow you to get your hip a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, lower stance. Just watch that you don't lean this way, right? So by the count, Yakuzuki, heel up, should be able to get a little bit more deep in with the hips. Step forwards, Yakuzuki again, heel up, boom this way, and recover. And Yakuzuki, heel up, step forwards, Yakuzuki, boom, and recover. 1 more on each side. Yakuzuki, boom, step forwards, Yakuzuki, and recover. And last one, Yakuzuki, heel up, step forwards, Yakuzuki, and recover. Good. And you may right from there. And now say, we'll do it a little bit quicker, but I just wanted to emphasize a couple of things there, right? So hopefully you guys feel difference in getting the hips turned in on each of those. You can go a little bit longer with the heel up, maybe a little bit shorter with the heel down, but a little bit more power. You might feel like, should be actually about equivalent power. Yeah? All right. So just watching from the video, I also noticed this will help. With the heel down, as you're stepping, I see kind of this hip sticking out this way as you step. It kind of pops out this way. I remember we want to keep everything centered as we're stepping, right? We don't want to kind of stick out the hips, right? So that's one of the advantages with getting that heel up. You're a little more square, hips are more underneath. As you step, things kind of tend to go a little bit more underneath, right? There's one advantage of doing it that way. The other way, keeping the heel down, you just gotta really make sure your core is engaged, glutes are engaged, so you don't lose the connection there. Oops. All right, so we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit more flowy this time. I wanna do the heel up approach. I think for those of us that are not flexible, that really helps, right? It helps get the hip in, it helps when the hip's deep, that back leg can come in and out a little bit easier. So I just wanna make it as easy as possible for everyone. So just going some flow, right? So you're gonna go Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, recover. No kime, just let the technique flow through. We'll do 2 on each side. Ready? Itch, Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, recover, slide back. Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, recover. Good, slide back. 2 more. Some Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, recover. And slide back, last one. Yakuzuki, Yakuzuki, and recover. Good, and slide back. All right, now we'll pick up the pace a little bit more kime. Just make sure that you can make each punch, right? So you don't want to kind of flop the first one, right? It's got to be strong punches, right? These are Yakuzukis, these are strong punches. So make sure it's kime there as you're doing it. So we'll do 2 on each side, same thing. A little bit quicker, a little bit more kime. Ready, itch. Slide back. Knee. Slide back. Some. Slide back. Last one. Sheet. And you may. And now say the questions on that technique.
Sensei, you're freezing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's anything you can do about it.
If this helps at all. Why did the video not come back? Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that helps. That's still pretty, it looks still really choppy from my end. It's still pretty bad.
It is. You're freezing a lot.
Okay, let's see. I wonder if my Wi-Fi is having a lot of problems today. Try turning it off and turning it on again. Seems when I switch back and forth, the camera dies for a minute. Come on. Okay. If you guys can still hear me, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna restart my router, so I may drop and then come back on. So just give me a couple minutes. Let's hope that restarting the router will fix it. Okay, I restarted my router. Let me try one more thing as well. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Yes, no? Okay, yeah, so I have thumbs up from Anne. Hopefully, just waiting for my laptop to reconnect here in a second, and then otherwise I can't see you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Your microphone is off.
Oh,
Microphone?
okay.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry for all of the inconvenience here. I had to restart my router. So I'm hoping that
No
looks
worries.
better. Is that better at all? Does that seem
It
better?
isn't, Sensei.
Is not. Oh.
Well, now it's intermittent, but yeah, you're still freezing. But I was watching Becky when you were off, and she was freezing a little bit too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks like everything was freezing for all the videos. So I don't know if it's me, if it's Teams, if it's... Maybe if I
My
flip the-
connection sucks too.
maybe
So.
I flip the- Oh, it's still freezing a little bit. Okay. Well, let's try our best. If it's still really bad, then we may have to cut class short, or I'll just talk and hopefully you guys can see. Let's try our best. Like I said, let me know if it's still really, really choppy. Let's see, where were we? What time? Got a couple more minutes. Let's do one more Kihon technique, and then we'll do some kata. So for the Shodan exam, you have a 5-punch combination. It can be any punch that you want, but we do suggest one specific one, mostly because it gains you a lot of distance, but it also makes it easier when you do the Nidon exam and above, where that's the same technique that's on that one as well. So we'll do that one, and then if you guys choose to do a different technique on the exam, you can totally do that, but this one makes it a little bit easier. So starting from Kamae, the technique is going to be Kizamazuki, and you're going to step forward Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. And then I'm gonna slide back because I'm out of room. And you're gonna step forward Oizuki. So you have same hand, same leg now. Half step Yakuzuki. And then recover. All right, so hopefully you guys have done this one before. If not, we'll keep going through it a little bit slowly. So the technique is Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Right? So just starting from a nice, basically standing stance, just to get the hands and the feet correct, right? So I don't want you to go full stance, just, you know, short steps so you can kind of get the flow correct. So you're gonna do Kizamazuki, step forward, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki, step forward, Oizuki, punching with the same hand, half step Yakuzuki. Good. Slide back. Same thing again, just nice slow, nice high stance just to get everything working. Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Punching with the same hand, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. And then recover. All right, let's try the other side. So if you have your left leg forward, switch to your right leg. Same thing, nice high stance, just getting the flow correct. Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Punching with the same hand, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. And then slide back. One more time. Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Step forward, punch with the same hand, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki, and recover. Good. Okay, so sliding back. Questions on that before we kind of extend it out? Is that okay there? Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. Good. Okay, cool. All right. So extending the stances out a little bit. So the first part should be fairly routine. I think we've done this one before on all your exams. So Kizamazuki, step forward, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Good. I need more space. Now you're gonna step forward, punch with the same hand, Oizuki, half step Yakuzuki. Recover. Okay, sliding back. So previously, for the levels of the punches, right, we used to do jab to the face, all the rest of the punches were to the body. Shihan wants to kind of change the levels. So I want you to practice both as you're practicing, but Shihan likes to see on the exam, jab to the face, Oizuki to the face, Yakuzuki to the body, Oizuki to the face, Yakuzuki to the body, right? So changing levels as you're punching. Good. All right, so extending the stance out again with Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki, step forward, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki, and recover. Good. Switching legs, let's try the other side. Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki, step forward, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki. Recover, slide back. One more time. Kizamazuki, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki, step forward, Oizuki, half step, Yakuzuki, and recover. Good. All right, so we won't be able to go full speed with this one or extend it out just because it doesn't look like any of us have full space to do this. However, the reason I like this one for the Shodan exam is Shihan used to do this thing where instead of sitting behind the table, he would stand out on the floor and call the exam. And what he would do is he would just kind of walk back and just say 5-punch combination to me. And that could be anywhere on the floor that he was standing. So if that means it took you 5 punches to reach him, great. If that took you 8, you needed to do 8. If it took 15, you gotta do 15. Whatever it was to reach where he was on the floor. And the reason I like this technique for that is you can do Samazuki, Oizuki, half-step Yakuzuki, Oizuki, half-step Yakuzuki, Oizuki, half-step Yakuzuki, Oizuki, half-step Yakuzuki. You can just keep doing that down the floor, right? And it makes it super easy to cover a lot of distance. So I like to have you guys do this one for the Shodan exam just because it's easy to flow it, and it is on the higher up exams. Questions on that technique? No? Good? Okay. So let's do kata for the remaining of class. So I promised Anne we would do Hangetsu, and then Becky and Beatrice. I know you guys are EQs. Is there an EQ kata that you guys want to work on? Or a higher kata if you guys are training for tournaments?
Either Impy or Tekinidan's fine.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely go through that again. Beatrice, any? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we'll go through Hangetsu first. Hangetsu means half moon, right? So it's how the stance moves this way. The kata is all about tension, right? So this kata matches up with the kata Sanshin. I think it's Kyokushin kata, where they go in Sanshin stance, which is hourglass stance instead of Hangetsu stance. But it's basically the same movements, right? And the way this kata would be performed, to you kind of get the feeling of it, is you would take your gi top off, right? So the sensei could see all the tension in all of your muscles, and they would walk around and they would hit you, kick you, punch you throughout the whole kata, so they can see that you have tension through the whole technique that you're doing this, right? So that's kind of what it is. You have this tension and power here, right? So that's kind of what you want to feel. And this has a nice breathing at the beginning. So let's bow Hangetsu. Okay. So the first movement, right, you're going to wind up inside out block, step forwards, and you're breathing through the whole kata here. Feel more tension with the legs, tension in the core, tension in the arms, right here. Breathe in, breathe out, punch, knee. Boom. Breathe in, so you're gonna go quick, fast, and then slow, ready. 1, 2, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Boom. One more time, ready to be fast, slow, breathe in, itch, knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Now you're gonna come in, I'm gonna turn sideways. So it used to be out, connection, and then back. So now we're connecting halfway, right? So I'm gonna face front again. You're gonna come together. This is the same thing as Tekinidan, right? With the thumbs. So you're coming back, break, reach out, Ippon ken. So you're pushing out with the fingers, supporting this way. Good. So you're pushing out with your pointer finger, out, up, trident, come down, break. Now you're gonna turn, this is gonna be a fast move, boom, this way. I'm gonna turn this way. So you can see I'm gonna turn, and cross, boom, this way, right? And turn, that's the ki move. Okay, so I'm gonna be facing the camera so you guys can see. So from here, the hand's just gonna turn and come down this way, boom, right? Now this is tension, right? It's this way. I believe the new way is no hips here. I will show you the old way just so you can get a feeling of what this looks like and what it feels like. So you're here. Most people, I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you can see. Intuition would tell you that as I turn this hand over, that my hips go this way, right? Because I'm pulling. That's not what is most powerful. You actually want to turn opposite, boom, this way, right? It's that opposite motion that gives you power, right, as you're pulling someone in. So as you're doing this, remember, I think the new way is just core with no hip, but the feeling is that your hips are coming in this way, all right? So we're here, step forwards quick, switch the hands, see? And then one more time, turn the hand over. And then last one, sump. And then turn the hand over, sheet. All right, now we're gonna go to the right. You're gonna go inside out block, and this is a slide, right? So I'm here, we're now sliding on Gesu Dashi, inside out block, double punch. Right, ich, ni, sump. Now I'm gonna slide to the left, boom, ich, ni, sump. And now I'm gonna slide to the back. I'm still facing you guys, so it's gonna be opposite. So let's see, where were we? Boom. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. So we're here, right? So you should have right leg forward, right hand out. And the left leg now is gonna come in. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. The left leg's gonna come in. The left hand's gonna come around. Leg and arm move together. Come down, step out into back stance. All right, so now we're facing the front. Good. Now you're gonna step across. You're gonna kick. And as you kick, you're gonna pull the hand back. Boom. And then you're gonna step down into Hangesu Dashi. Gate on punch. Shoot on punch. Rising block. Good. Now we're gonna repeat the same thing. So we're just watching the hips in the camera. Make sure that you're not this way, right? Hips are connected, right? So it's gate on punch. My hips are basically 45 or less. Shoot on punch straight ahead. Agiyuki, I'm not open and disconnected. It's 45 and connected here, right? Now we're gonna do the same thing. Right leg's gonna come in. Right hand's gonna come around. And then I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. Hips, or leg and arm come together, come down, back stance. Good, so now we're facing the back. Same thing, step across. You're gonna kick, pull back, gate on punch, shoot on punch, agiyuki. Good, now one more time. Left leg comes in, left leg comes around, step out. I'm gonna come closer so you can see. I'm gonna crescent kick, and then gate on punch, and that's the ki move. So here, we've had a lot of variation. I wanna make sure that this is correct. So I came around and I'm here, boom, right? So I'm gonna crescent kick, step down, Hangesu Dashi, and the punch is not straight down here. It's out in front, right? So if I turn this way, it's playing out about 4 feet in front of me, because we don't want to do this, which looks small, and we don't want to do this, which is bad posture, right? So you crescent kick, boom, this way, right? So you have good posture, punching out in front. And now you're going to slide back, so you're going to reach out, slide back, Nekuwashi Dashi, and then press forward, hands this way. Yep, good, Ann. And you may. and naute. Questions on that? And specifically? And you're still.
Excellent explanations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
On the opening moves, it feels like my hips want to be sideways and then kind of twisting around to come forward.
Yeah, so when we're here, boom, and then this way, right? So this is where, yeah, since we're going slow, right, the feeling, or at least what I tend to work on, so if I'm here, I'm gonna step, breathe in, so I'm square. And now as I step out, I'm gonna breathe out and twist, open. Now remember, I'm not open, 45, right? So, boom, right? And then I'm driving with the hip, everything's tense, to be square this way, right? So because we're going slow, you should get the feeling, it should be easy to kind of bring it all together. Boom, and then as you step, one square, coming out, open, set, right? So really work on, if you need to go shorter and to get the feeling, just go into Sanshin Dashi, so hourglass stance, a little bit shorter, right? It's a very short, basically Hangetsu stance, and just do small, right? This way, right? Just get the feeling of where your hips should be moving as we're doing this, boom, open, close, open, close, step, open, close, right? Just to get the feeling of what your hips are doing, just because it's slow. So this is, especially at the beginning of this kata, we're really looking at if you've got the tension and then that your hips are correct, right? Because you're going so slow that it should be correct, right? So if you find it hard, just go slow, go a little bit shorter, try to work on that. Any other questions on Hangetsu? No? Okay, one other thing I want to talk about with Hangetsu. This question always comes up, and that's this move, boom, and how to do this correctly. It's very difficult. It's the Hangetsu move. Everyone's looking at this move because it's kind of the stylistic portion of the kata. So the way to do this, right? So we're boom, boom, we're here, right? The leg's gonna come in and try to get the elbow and the knee to move together, right? So engage the core, lift, lift, come around. And now here's the trick. Everyone does this. So they try to step down, right? My leg is heavy. This is hard to control. If I come around and then step and slide, that's way more in control, at least for me, right? I have way more control of what my leg is doing. So I can come here, come down, step out, slide into your stance. All right, so try that a couple times, both sides. Let me watch just to make sure. But that should help with the balance on this move. Good, good. Becky, it'll be a little bit harder for you because you're on carpet. Yeah, Beatrice, that looked good. And try to just watch the foot so it doesn't come into front stance, right? Come down. Make sure that weight's on that back leg so you stay in back stance as you slide out. Good. So the trick for the slide, this works for anytime you're sliding on any of your moves. Sensei Ray does it very, very well. A lot of us have troubles with it. At least the trick that I found, I'm gonna hold my foot up so you can see. You're gonna try and slide on the outside portion of your big toe. There we see that. See if I can get a little bit closer. This part, right? I find that to be a little bit more, it tends to slide a little bit easier, at least for me. On the ground, if I go pad down, my foot gets caught. If I slide on that outside portion of the big toe, it tends to slide a little bit easier. Yeah, Beatrice, that looked good. Like I said, Becky, it's gonna be hard for you because you're on carpet, but try it on, if you've got hardwood or somewhere in your house, try that a little bit later. But I found that to be a little bit easier for the sliding, so hopefully that helps. It's a hard thing to do, so yeah, Sensei Ray does it very well. Okay, good. All right, what do we got? All right, time for one more kata. So Becky, Beatrice, you guys mentioned MP or Teki Nidan. Any preference one way or the other? We did MP last time. You want to go through Teki Nidan again? Okay, cool. Once again, just a reminder, hard because I only got so much space, so I'll be moving around a whole bunch, but and I can't do it backwards, so I'll talk through which direction I'm moving things and which leg and hand to hopefully make it easier for you all. So good. You all right? Teki Nidan. Good. So first move is slow. You're gonna look to your left, or to your right, sorry, you're gonna look to your right, left leg's gonna come in, and you're gonna break here. This is with the thumbs again, remember? This way, right? So you're gonna come in, so I'm looking to my right. Now I'm gonna look to the front. Hand's gonna come up in front, leg's gonna come up in front, I'm blocking. I'm gonna look to the right again, and I'm gonna, boom, block this way. So the hand in front, Teki punch. My right hand, if I turn sideways, is coming outwards and it's facing 45 degrees, right? Good. So from here, now, I'm gonna step across, block in front, and then step out, boom, block knee. Good, now I'm gonna come up, oops. Feet together, arms up. This is the same thing with the thumbs. Boom. And I'm looking to my left as I do this. Now I'm gonna look to the front. Arm's gonna come up, leg's gonna come up, and I'm gonna come down, boom, this way. Same thing, right? Teki punch, arm facing 45 degrees. I'm gonna step across, left hand's gonna block. Boom, step out, left hand block across, this way. Good, now from here, this is what we were working on last time, right? So right now my right hand is open and my left hand is closed. I'm gonna switch. So my left hand's gonna open, my right hand's gonna close. They're gonna come back to my left hip this way. So up close, so you can see this way, fingertips here, right? Look. Now I'm gonna go to the right. Now remember, the hand that's open at this point will stay open the whole time. So it's gonna rotate, supporting onto my right forearm. Good. Now it's gonna come back to the hip this way. Boom, come back this way. So instead of around, right, it's flat this way. And as I do that, my right leg's gonna come up this way. Boom, right? So I'm here this way. And then from here, my hand's gonna turn. So it's gonna block as I turn into an empty strike, right? Boom, here. Good. Now you're gonna wind up, come around, grasping block, right? So make sure your arm's out, grasping, Teki punch. Step across, we do the Teki move, block, come all the way around, Ki. Good. Now, we're gonna do the same thing the other direction. So I'm gonna come back, right hand's gonna open back to my hip, my right hip. Now the right hand's gonna stay open the whole time. Right hand's gonna come around, support to my left forearm. Now same thing, right? It's gonna come back to my left hip. My left leg's gonna come up at the same time, and then as I turn, it's gonna come around, so I'm supporting, empty strike this way, right? Boom, here. Good, now I'm gonna wind up, come around, grasping block, punch, step across, techie move, right? Boom, all the way through Ki. And you may. Oop, off screen. And now say. Good. Questions on those movements? Okay, so a couple of things to note that we talked about last time. So this move is grasping, so we don't want to do arm bent this way, right? It's out straight, and it's not flat or flat, it's grasping this way, right? Like you're grabbing someone's arm, so you can pull them in and hit them this way, right? Sometimes the question I get is because we're used to, which way? This way, okay. We're used to coming underneath and out this way as we're blocking, right? You can do that, that's totally fine. I prefer a different way, which is a little more stylized. Shihan does it this way as well. So we're here, boom. If you wind up above, basically to your ear, and then the arm's gonna come out and up in front of your face, and then around and blocking this way, right? So instead of here, it looks like this way, a little bit more stylized. I think it fits the kata a little bit better, but you can do either way. I just prefer the second way. And then for the hands, just remember, so we're gonna come back this way, hand open. This hand will stay open, support, 1, 2, 3. One more time. I guess for you, it'll be right hand open, left hand back, or left hand to your hip. Supporting, right hand supporting the left arm. Come back to your left hip, and then around, strike. So let's try the other hand. Left hand open, right hand closed. Come around, oops, this way. Left hand is supporting. Left hand, or they come back to your right hip, and then around, strike. One more time, left hand open, left hand supports here, come back to your right hip, come around, empty strike. Good. All right. Let's do the kata one more time. Yes, Becky, did you have a question? All right. Let's do the kata one.
Notice you have your fist up in your fingers like this and not down here. Is that right?
Yeah, I've got it this way. So I'm kind of in the palm.
In between.
Yeah, so let me try to do it quick. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of my hand-ish. Yeah, not in the fingers and not like down. It's kind of more like in the meat of your hand. Yeah. Okay, one more time. We'll go through the kata. Yeah, yoi, teki nidan. I'm gonna slide back, hoping a little bit more of me in the frame while I'm doing it. Ready? Going slow, itch looking to your right. Good, with the thumbs coming up, blocking front, boom, blocking this way. Step across itch, block to the right knee. Come standing up, you're looking to the left as you stand up. Boom, with the thumbs. Look to the front, block in front, come down to the left. Good, step across. Boom, block. Now you're gonna switch which hand is open. So left hand's gonna open, right hand's gonna close. Left hand supports to the right. Right leg comes up, back to the right hip, and be strike with the right arm. Wind up, reaching out, grasping block, techie punch. Step across, good. And normal techie move all the way through Kiai. Good. Right hand will open, right hand supports, come up, striking with the left, come across, grasping block, techie punch, step across, come block, and normal techie move with the Kiai, and Jume, and WSA. Good. So the other key thing for this is the head motion to the kata. It's a lot of to the side, to the front, to the side, to the front, right? So make sure you get the head motion correct, right? So you're looking to the side, looking to the front, looking to the side, right? We can keep working on that, but which way you're looking is also key in this kata. Any other questions on that? Good? Okay. Awesome. We'll just stretch for a few minutes. Good, legs apart wide, leaning forwards. To the left. To the right. Back to center. Center splits. Walk your hands forwards, pushing the hips down. Walk your hands back, behind your legs. Back to center, up on the heels. Good. Walk your legs together. Stretching forwards and back. Push your hips forwards and down and back. Push your hips forwards again. Good. Stretch your quads. If you can, try to get your leg in line with your upper body. If you can, if you're tight, it's going to be this way. Try to push your hip forwards and get the body straight. If you're super flexible, you can pull it back a little bit more, right? I used to have really, really tight quads, and then I had to get a PT for my hamstring, and that's actually just stretching this every day really helped. Switch sides. Good. And just stretching the hip real quick, come across, squatting down. This also helps work on your balance. Engage the glutes a little bit. And switch sides. Good. And you may. And now say, thanks for training. Sorry for the flip in the middle with the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it was better in the second half of class. Don't forget Sensei Adam tonight at 6 o'clock. Should be a good class. I'll stay on for a few more minutes if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day and the weekend. Thanks.
Thank
Thank you, Sensei.
Lois, thank you.
Your video was fine once you reset it.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad it got better.
Thank you.
Lois, thanks.